weaponry that nobody has any idea what it is, and it is the most powerful weapons in the world that we have. We have weaponry that nobody...
Our top focus tonight in a stark reminder of the enduring threat of nuclear conflict. The United States is pushing forward with the development of gravity bombs. What exactly are they? A class of weapons so destructive that they could reshape the face of war. Our next report telling you all that you need to know.
As wars rage in Ukraine and West Asia, global tensions are invading new frontiers. The world is bracing for a new chapter in the drama of power and deterrence. As nations flex their military muscle, the spectre of nuclear weapons casts a long shadow. An ever-present reminder of the devastating potential lurking beneath international relations. The US has been quietly weaving a new thread into its nuclear arsenal, one that could redefine the shape of military might and strategic deterrence. Donald Trump is ordering the speedy production of advanced nuclear weapons.
We're very powerful. This country is very powerful. Let me tell you, it's far more powerful than people understand. We have weaponry that nobody has any idea what it is, and it is the most powerful weapons in the world that we have. More powerful than anybody, not even close.
Well, Trump isn't revealing, but America is secretly developing a new type of nuclear weapon. Specifically known as the B-6113 program, the new weapons are called gravity bombs. They mark a forward leap in precision-guided nuclear technology. A single B-6113 gravity bomb is 24 times more powerful than the Hiroshima bomb. Gravity bombs are essentially free-falling munitions relying on gravity for kinetic force. They're also the new focus of significant advancements, particularly with the B-6113 program. Dropped from strategic bombers like the B-2 Spirit, the B-6113, powered by gravity, precisely reaches and destroys hardened, deeply buried targets like bunkers, command centers and silos. The US nuclear arsenal currently includes over 3,700 active warheads. It's a mix of intercontinental ballistic missiles, submarine-launched missiles, and strategic bombers. This arsenal is part of the broader nuclear landscape dominated by major world powers. The United States, Russia, China, France, UK, India, and Pakistan are among the nations with operational nuclear capabilities. The developments mark a period of high tensions among nuclear-capable nations. The quest for advanced nuclear weapons is a race for strategic advantage in a world where non-proliferation agreements are losing meaning. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
The acting head of the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement has drawn attention and criticism after comparing the deportation of immigrants to package delivery services. Speaking at the 2025 Border Security Expo in Phoenix, the acting ICE director, Todd Lyons, outlined a vision for mass deportations that mirrors corporations like Amazon, reportedly. Lyons openly stated that he wants the ICE to adopt deportation process like Amazon Prime, but with human beings, quote unquote. Lyons was referring to Amazon Prime, only instead of delivering products, the ICE would be rounding up and deporting human beings. In his words, I'm quoting here, "We need to get better at treating this like a business." Going as far as to suggest a future where artificial intelligence helps the ICE identify illegal immigrants faster. In his words, help fill planes quicker and free up bed space in detention facilities. The remarks came during a panel featuring several top figures from the Trump administration. Alongside Lyons was Trump's border czar, Tom Homan, and U.S. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. The trio made it clear that immigration enforcement remains central to the administration's second-term agenda. The speakers further praised the Alien Enemies Act, the 1798 law most infamously used during World War II to intern Japanese Americans. That has now become prominent in the Trump administration's efforts to deport illegal immigrants. Lyons reportedly called the act, quote-unquote, amazing. He further revealed that the ICE is working with Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency to access Social Security data to help identify potential voter fraud. ICE reportedly arrested nearly 1,400 immigrants within the first months of Trump's second term. Under newly broadened enforcement guidelines, every undocumented immigrant is now considered a priority for removal, regardless of past compliance or length of stay in the U.S. ICE is reportedly exploring partnerships with tech companies to streamline detention and deportation logistics. Experts have said that this reliance on big data and algorithmic systems disregards human dignity and treats immigrant communities as just statistics, not people. Several immigration policy analysts have said that such a model basically reduces complex human situations to data points in a system designed for speed and not justice. The Lyons statements, the aggressive enforcement measures by the ICE and the adoption of technology is painting a stark picture of Trump administration's approach to immigration. Centralized and data-driven, in a way without taking into account the human factor, perhaps. And let's now shift our focus to India. India's defense strategy is evolving, and at the heart of that shift is the Indian Navy. From new fighter jets to powerful new submarines, India's naval force is fast becoming its primary tool of power projection, a strike arm, if you will. And with the introduction of the Rafale M fighter jets, that shift is here. We told you last night, India's purchase of the Rafale M is not just about strengthening India's maritime security. It's part of a broader strategy to boost India's posture in the Indo-Pacific. And to achieve that, New Delhi is making some important moves. It is expanding its naval fleet, it is building new infrastructure, and it's fortifying its forward bases, especially in the Bay of Bengal. We are talking about the military outposts in India's Andaman and Nicobar Islands that India has been quietly upgrading. In short, India's Navy is now the strike arm of India, and the focus is India's eastern seaboard. Let's just have a look at this map to understand why. That is the Bay of Bengal, as you see in the map that is about to come up. It's not just a water body, it is a strategic corridor between the Indian and Pacific Oceans. The Malacca Strait is a key global trade choke point. It lies just east. Nearly 70% of India's energy imports pass through this route. Major Indian ports like Kolkata, Chennai, Visakhapatnam depend on these secure sea lanes. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands, providing a critical vantage point for India, they help India monitor and project power across this region. And so exerting naval strength here is not optional. It is essential, to say the least. And here's why Rafale M really matters. It's not just another jet. This French-made multi-role fighter jet is battle-hardened. It has been operated from the French Navy's Charles de Gaulle aircraft carrier and has seen action in Afghanistan, Libya, Iraq, Syria. Its advantages including advanced avionics, optimized radar and electronic warfare systems, superior dogfighting ability. It is capable of deep strikes, reconnaissance, maritime operations. The Rafale M will fly off India's very own INS Vikramaditya, indigenously built aircraft carrier, the flagship of the Indian Navy, INS Vikramaditya, elevating India into an elite group of carrier-capable countries. And with the Rafale M, the Indian Navy can gain quick strike capability across the Indian Ocean, from the Malacca Strait to the Andaman Sea. But you see, India's Navy is not just adding jets, it's also commissioning an entire new class of warships and submarines. In fact, earlier this year, the Navy inducted a destroyer, a submarine, and a stealth frigate altogether. We are talking about INS Surat, a guided missile destroyer, INS Nilgiri, the first stealth frigate, and INS Vakshir, the sixth Scorpion class attack submarine. Their induction signaling India's growing self-reliance in defense manufacturing and an expanding naval footprint. Apart from that, India's naval deterrence also, including INS Arihant, INS Arighat, both nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines. By 2035, India also plans to have a 175-ship navy, prioritizing made-in-India built assets. And to support this growing fleet, India is building critical infrastructure. Take, for example, Project Varsha. India is reportedly set to establish a new nuclear submarine base in coastal Andhra Pradesh next year. The new base will be located near the coastal village of Rambili, located approximately 50 kilometers from the Eastern Naval Command headquarters in Visakhapatnam. It reportedly has underground tunnels to house nuclear submarines. It will allow stealth deployment into the Bay of Bengal and beyond. According to reports, India also looks to commission INS Aridhaman, its third nuclear-powered submarine, next year. It's also already, in fact, touted to be larger than its predecessors and reportedly capable of carrying more long-range nuclear missiles. Upon induction, it will strengthen India's nuclear triad, land, air and sea-based deterrence. As for why all of this matters, it's very clear. India's expanding navy is not just about preparing for a future war. It's about ensuring regional stability, energy security, strategic deterrence. Already, the Indian Navy and Coast Guard are the first responders in the Indian Ocean region, whether it's saving stranded vessels, safeguarding cargo, or even responding to humanitarian crises. Still, threats do remain, especially in the eastern seaboard, threats like illegal fishing, smuggling, piracy, terrorism, most significantly, China. China's presence in India's Bay of Bengal also cannot be overstated. It is growing, and Beijing is not even being subtle about it. In August 2024, China sent 3 surveillance ships to the region. In August 2024, China's Xiang Yang Hong 03, Zongshan Da Shui and Yuan Wong 7 were seen operating in the Indian Ocean region, including the Bay of Bengal, raising concerns about potential intelligence gathering and military activities. Before that, in March 2024, its Xiang Yang Hong 01 was spotted near Indian waters. In November 2022, China's Yuan Wong 6 and Yuan Wong 5 were spotted in the region before a scheduled missile test in India. China calls them research vessels. But what they really are spy ships. Therefore, India's naval upgrades, especially in the east, are a direct response to these provocations. The Indian Navy is no longer a supporting arm of the military. It is, in fact, the tip of the spear. Gone are the days when India focused its defense on its land borders, clearly.